colleagues, the second edition of the Kenya Trade Week exposition is underway currently at the Kenyatta International Convention Center, KICC, here in Nairobi. A Trade Principal Secretary, Chris Kiptoa, said that Kenya will particularly be focusing on trade windows such as the African Growth and Opportunity Act, that is AGOA, and the European Economic Partnership Agreement, which have not been fully exploited. Kenya's trade officials have said they will be taking steps to expand exports and raise the country's share of new investments during the second edition of the Trade Week at the end of this month. The Trade Week presents an export development platform to share and learn from each other and test marketing, launch products and services, as well as enhance brand and corporate image for products and services. Our Julie Owino is at the KICC covering this for us.
A meeting of regulators on trade facilitation. Any regulator that engages in international trade in one way or the other, we would like them to be on the table with us. We engage and discuss how best their services can be more trade facilitative. We shall also discuss issues of commodity exchange and let you know progress we are making towards establishing a national commodity exchange. We shall end the Trade Week on Friday with discussions around trade facilitation, ease of competitiveness, ease of doing business, and national competitiveness. Experts will critically examine how these issues are intertwined and how they affect exports and competitiveness of our country as an investment destination. So I end my remarks by saying that we would like to thank some development partners who have supported us, led by the government of the United Kingdom, through the Trademark East Africa, who supported us to develop the trade policy, the national trade policy and the export strategy. And we also thank the government of the United States of America through USAID for supporting us in coming up with the AGOA strategy through the East Africa Trade and Investment Hub. I wish to recognize all national sponsors and partners that include Export Promotion Council, Anti-Counterfeit Agency, Brand Kenya Board, Council of Governors, among others. I welcome you all to the second edition of the Kenya Trade Week 2018.
We want to see greater interest of Kenyans to expand their investments, and we have received some of those reports, but it would also be when industry speaks, and I'm really talking mostly to Sachin and Tiku and Vimal and others, we would also like to get the signal of what else is required for us to see expanded investment in Kenya by Kenyan firms. Government is focusing on attracting external investment at the ITMF conference in September next. That's next in September. So in 2 months' time, we expect to see additional investors express interest in the textile and apparel sectors. On Friday this week, we are receiving recognizing some additional Chinese investment. I think about 2 billion worth of investment, some deals being signed this Friday. So we're actually seeing external investors. But the focus of government is to ensure that those external investors are partnering and supporting local investors to also expand and get some technological transfer. So we really want to see greater partnership. And if there's anything that you think we can do to expand